My beloved children, hear me now. The hour is late, and the world stumbles in darkness, unaware that it has already been marked. I do not speak of a rumor or a fable. I speak of what was written long ago and now unfolds before your very eyes. The air has grown heavy with signs, yet many breathe it in without discernment. The noise of the world has deafened nations, while the still, quiet whisper of truth has been ignored. But the mark, the seal of allegiance, is no longer a distant shadow. It has pressed itself upon the skin of this generation, invisible to the flesh but undeniable to the spirit. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Revelation 13, 16, 17. The words of John the Beloved echo through the centuries. They do not belong to yesterday, they belong to now. My children, do not be deceived by the silence of your neighbors, for the beast does not announce itself with trumpets. He enters quietly, clothed in false light, promising safety and progress, while binding souls with chains unseen. What you are about to be shown is not an idle tale. It is the mirror of your times, and it will test your very allegiance. The mark is not only about the hand or the brow, it is about the will, the choice, the covenant you make with every breath. The beast has marked you not with ink, nor with branding iron, but with the lure of comfort, with the pride of rebellion, with the arrogance of man who forgets his Creator. Yet even now, a path of endurance remains, for the Lamb who was slain has not left his own abandoned. Children of light, open your eyes and see the hour in which you live. The signs are not distant. They surround you now, pressing at your very door. For 6 months, the nations have trembled, economies shaken, rulers boasting, alliances shifting in secret. These are not mere accidents of history. They are the contractions of prophecy, the tightening grip of the beast who seeks to place his mark upon all flesh. The prophet Daniel saw this before you were born. He declared, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time." Daniel 7:25. Do you not see this fulfilled in your days? Leaders exalting themselves against the Most High, decrees reshaping what God himself has written, laws bent until truth itself is called falsehood. The faithful grow weary, worn by a world that demands compromise. This is the voice of the beast. Children, the deceiver does not always roar. He whispers. He cloaks himself in promises of safety, progress, and peace. He comes not as an open destroyer, but as a false savior, inviting the soul to bow little by little until it cannot stand again. His arrogance is covered in soft words, his poison sweetened with honey, and multitudes drink without discernment. But you are not without a lamp. Hear me now. I have not left you defenseless. The Lord has not left you empty. But I say this also, I have not left you without a lamp for the journey. For those who wish to walk more deeply, a guide has been prepared, a written testament, a companion for your home. In it you will find the prayers, the blessings, the steps by which to sanctify not only your bedroom, but every corner of your dwelling. You will find it waiting below, placed there not as a burden, but as a shield for your family. Take it, use it, and let no night find you unguarded. Do not treat these words lightly. For the mark of the beast is not only etched upon the skin, it is a covenant of allegiance. It is in the systems you embrace, in the choices you normalize, in the silence you keep when truth demands a voice. Every soul must answer, to whom do you belong? To whom will you bow? And you, beloved children, must not answer with silence, for silence is the ally of the beast. Therefore, let your hand testify with boldness. I refuse the mark of the beast. I am sealed by the blood of the Lamb. Yes, let these words stand as a witness. Let them be a charge against the enemy and a declaration before heaven. But I must also speak plainly. Many of you wander close to this voice but remain unanchored. You hear the warnings, yet hesitate to remain steadfast. Hear me, the deceiver scatters through delay. He whispers, wait until tomorrow, linger a little longer. There is no urgency. My children, tomorrow is the lie by which he enslaves souls today. Remain close. Do not let yourselves drift. If you have not yet fastened yourself here, then fasten yourself now. Anchor to this voice as to a bell that tolls in the night, for when the storm swells, those who are not anchored are carried away. The Apostle Peter cried out long ago, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter 5-8. So I charge you with a father's urgency. Be sober, be vigilant, be anchored. Do not allow your soul to be marked with the complacency of the age. The beast thrives not only by rebellion, but by indifference. Those who look upon truth without acting already stand in his snare. Children of the light, the warning has been spoken. The air grows heavier with each passing day, yet the voice of truth pierces still. This is but the beginning. The deeper sign, the hidden seal of the beast, is yet to be revealed, and it will demand of every soul a choice that cannot be delayed. Let this first word burn in your heart. The beast has marked you, but the Lamb has sealed you. If you will stand, children of the Most High, you have heard the warning, but a warning without proof is a whisper in the wind. Therefore, let us look together upon the evidence laid before us in these last 6 months' signs that cry out louder than any trumpet. The beloved John declared, and the whole world wondered after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Revelation 13:3-4. Do you not see this fulfilled? Do you not see rulers rising as if invincible, their power magnified by voices that worship not the Creator but the works of man? The world wonders after them, entranced by their words, seduced by their promises, blind to the chains they prepare. In the months past, you have watched the shaking of governments. One ruler falls, another rises, yet the spirit remains the same, arrogance clothed in speeches of peace. The halls of power tremble with unrest, alliances forged in shadows, leaders who dare to shape the destiny of souls as if they were gods. Do you think these shifts are random? They are the scaffolding of a throne. They are the laying of foundations for a kingdom not of heaven, but of rebellion. Every decree against truth is a stone placed in the beast's temple. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. Psalm 2:1-2. This is the counsel you have seen. Leaders conspiring, institutions decreeing, nations aligning against the ancient law of God. But look closer, For the beast does not rule by politics alone. He rules by systems that bind. Have you not witnessed the rise of a new control, numbers, codes, and devices, each promising convenience, yet each demanding allegiance? Without them, none may enter, none may trade, none may stand. What was once freedom is now permission. What was once privacy is now surveillance. This is not progress, my children. It is preparation. It is the shaping of a world where your choice to buy or sell, to move or remain, to speak or to be silent will be governed by the mark you bear, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Revelation 13:17. Is this not what unfolds before your eyes? Yet the most damning evidence is not found in governments or machines, but in hearts that have grown silent. For the faithful are weary, pressed on every side, and many choose silence rather than struggle. But silence, children, is not neutral. Silence is consent. Silence is the ink with which the beast writes his name upon the souls of the complacent. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Revelation 3:16. The lukewarm are the beast's harvest, not the rebels who shout, not the saints who stand, but the multitudes who bow through indifference. Even within the walls of the church, whispers rise, announcements couched in careful words, decisions that ripple like tremors across the faithful. And though not every decree is the hand of the beast, discern, children, discern. For the beast will clothe himself in vestments when it suits him. He will echo words of peace even while sowing confusion. This, too, is evidence that the enemy does not wage war only in the streets, but in the sanctuary. He does not seek only the throne of nations, but the altar of God. My children, can you not feel it? The heaviness of the hour, the trembling in the spirit, the sense that time itself runs short. These are not feelings to dismiss. They are signals from heaven. The evidence surrounds you. The roaring of nations, the rise of control, the silence of the faithful, the trembling within the church. Together they form a chain, and that chain is fastened to the beast. Therefore, let this truth settle deep within you. The mark is not far. It is here. It breathes in your systems. It whispers in your choices. It lingers in your silence. And yet, fear not, children, for though the beast marks his own, the Lamb has sealed his chosen. The hand of God has not been shortened, nor has his arm lost its strength. But you must declare where you stand. Write it with the strength of your hand, that the air may bear witness. My soul is not for sale. I belong to Christ alone. Beloved, this is the evidence. You have seen it. You have lived it. The world does not stumble in ignorance. It stumbles in rebellion. Yet what you have heard so far is only the surface. The shadow deepens. The beast does not only move in governments, in technologies, in silence. He prepares something greater, something hidden, something that will force the world to its knees. This revelation is not for the careless, it is for those who will endure. Hold fast, children. The veil is about to be torn. Beloved children, the evidence has been laid before your eyes. The chains of nations, the rise of control, the silence of the faithful, these are not shadows without substance. They are the fingers of a hand, and that hand belongs to the beast. Yet today I tell you plainly, the beast is not a myth for the future. He is not a fable locked in Revelation's pages. He is here. He breathes in the arrogance of rulers. He lurks in the sanctuaries of compromise. He rides upon the systems that shape your daily life. The Apostle Paul warned us long ago, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." 2 Thessalonians 2-7, 8. The mystery of iniquity is not waiting, it is working. Already the stage is set, already the throne is being built, and yet the wicked shall be revealed more openly in your days. Children, hear me. The beast is not clothed in horns and fire to frighten the masses. He comes dressed in garments of light, speaking of progress, of health, of unity. He claims to lift burdens, to heal divisions, to safeguard your future. But beneath his robe of light is a heart of darkness. Does not Scripture tell us that Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light? 2 Corinthians 11:14. If Satan comes as light, then his beast, his instrument, will also shine with false brilliance. This is his first deception. He pretends to be what he is not. Then, as his grip tightens, his mask slips. His arrogance grows. He speaks great words against the Most High, declaring laws above God's laws, shaping morality in his own image. Nations bow not because they love him, but because they fear his reach. This is his second revelation. He exalts himself until even his allies tremble. And at last, he demands allegiance, not with a gentle whisper, but with a command. You cannot buy, you cannot sell, you cannot live outside his system unless you bear his mark. And though some imagine it a mere symbol, understand this. It is covenant, it is agreement, it is worship disguised as compliance. Children, hear me well. The mark of the beast is more than ink, more than number, more than device. It is the surrender of your will. It is the silence of your conscience. It is the bending of your knee where only Christ should reign. But I say this, as the beast gathers strength, the hour of trial also gathers. A night is coming when the world will be cloaked in blackness. For 3 days the earth shall sit in silence, stripped of its false light. Men will tremble, nations will halt, and the faithful will be tested. Yet, my children, you are not abandoned. A testament has been prepared for you, words for the night when all other voices are silenced. Within it are the prayers that preserve, the blessings that steady, the instructions by which your home shall endure when the streets are swallowed by terror. It waits below, entrusted to the vigilant, placed there not as a burden, but as a lamp. Do not despise what has been set before you. Take it, hold it, and let your household stand guarded when the shadow descends. Though he rises in arrogance, his dominion will not endure. For the Lord himself has declared that the beast and his kingdom will be thrown down. Even as he boasts, cracks already appear in his throne. His systems falter, his lies entangle. His power trembles before the breath of the Lamb. Children, the beast appears mighty only to those who see with earthly eyes, but with eyes of faith. You will see a crumbling edifice, a counterfeit kingdom already under judgment. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. Revelation 19:20. This is his end. His fate is sealed, though his hour of fury remains. But before that hour you must endure. And endurance is not silence. Endurance is not indifference. Endurance is the voice of the faithful lifted in defiance of the beast. Therefore, let your words testify even now. I will not bow to the beast. My allegiance is to Christ alone. Let it be spoken with conviction. Let it stand as witness against the deceiver. Beloved children, you have now seen the face of the beast. You have watched as he cloaks himself in light, as he boasts against the Most High, as he demands allegiance. You have heard of the night of darkness soon to fall. But this is not yet the climax, for the beast will not remain unchallenged. Heaven itself is preparing to move, and a confrontation greater than the wars of men is about to break upon the world. This is where the true battle begins, not in parliaments or markets, but in the heavens themselves. Children, steel your hearts. The crescendo approaches. Children of eternity, the veil has been torn. The beast is no longer a whisper in the shadows. His mask has slipped, his arrogance swells, his demand for allegiance grows louder by the day. The question is no longer if you will be asked to choose, but when. And the moment of choice is rushing toward you like a flood. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Revelation 13:7-8. Do you hear it? The beast is not content with nations. He is not satisfied with laws. He seeks worship. He craves allegiance. He desires the bowing of the soul, the surrender of the will, the silence of the faithful. Children, this battle is not fought first with swords, but with allegiance. It rages in the hidden places of your heart. With every decision, every compromise, every silence, you declare whether you belong to the beast or to the Lamb. Think not that you are neutral. There is no neutral ground in this war. Every silence strengthens the beast. Every compromise seals his mark. Every word of truth spoken, every act of faith endured, weakens his throne. The battle is not far, it is within you. The beast will promise safety. He will whisper, "Choose me, and you will eat. Choose me, and you will trade. Choose me, and you will live without fear." But hear me. Safety purchased with the soul is not safety. It is slavery. Peace exchanged for allegiance to the beast is not peace. It is bondage. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Mark 8:36. My children, this is the exchange the beast offers: bread for your conscience, security for your soul. But you were not made for chains. You were purchased by the blood of the Lamb. Yet I see it, the silence spreading across the faithful. Fear stills their lips. Weariness weighs upon their shoulders. Some say, "Surely God will understand if I bend a little. Surely he will forgive if I hide my witness." But hear me. Silence is surrender. Compromise is allegiance. To bend the knee, even in secret, is to proclaim the beast as Lord. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. 2 Timothy 2:12. Let not your silence betray you. The air grows heavier. The storm gathers. Heaven itself holds its breath. This is the crescendo, the moment when every soul will be weighed, when every allegiance will be revealed. The faithful stand, trembling but unbroken. The deceived bow, confident in their chains. And between them, the wavering multitudes are pressed to decide. The studio silence thickens. Time slows. Every heartbeat becomes a testimony. Children, understand this. The beast may conquer nations, but he cannot conquer your soul unless you yield it. He may control your hand, but not your heart unless you surrender it. This is the power he fears most, the allegiance of the faithful that cannot be broken. Look back, children, to the witnesses who came before you, the martyrs who would not burn incense to Caesar, the saints who would not bow to idols, the faithful who chose chains over compromise. Their voices cry out still, echoing through the centuries. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Revelation 12:11. This is the path of victory, not through weapons of flesh, but through allegiance that cannot be silenced. Therefore I say to you, do not yield, do not bend, do not be silent. Let your voice pierce the heaviness of this hour. Declare with your lips, write it with your hand. Let heaven and earth bear witness. The Lamb is my seal. My allegiance is to Christ, even unto death. Do not hesitate, for hesitation is how the beast claims the lukewarm. Let your testimony burn like fire against the encroaching night. But know this also, beloved. This battle is not only within your heart, nor only in the nations. It stretches into the heavens. Even now, angels contend, principalities are shaken, powers clash in realms unseen. The crescendo is not only the sound of men's voices, but the roar of a cosmic war. The beast rises, yes, but heaven prepares to answer. The Lamb who was slain does not remain silent. His word, his breath, his very presence will tear the veil and shatter the illusions of the enemy. And so, children, we stand at the threshold. The beast has revealed himself. The allegiance of the world is demanded. The faithful are pressed to declare. The heavens are rumbling with unseen war. The crescendo is here. But the climax, the unmasking, the confrontation, the fall of arrogance before the Lamb is yet to come. Hold fast. Do not look away. For what is about to unfold will shake not only nations, but the very heavens themselves. Children of the eternal covenant, the crescendo has sounded. The storm has reached its height. The beast, clothed in his false light, stands before the nations as though he were invincible. The world trembles, the faithful grow weary, and many bow in fear. His voice shakes the air, his decrees pierce the earth, and his throne seems beyond reach. But hear me now, appearances are not truth. For though he sits as a king, he is a usurper. Though he boasts as a god, he is dust. And though his power spreads wide, it is built on sand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. 2 Thessalonians 2-3-4. This, my children, is the height of his arrogance, the beast declaring himself as divine, seated where only the Most High should reign. He strides across the nations, cloaked in blasphemy. He demands allegiance not in whispers but in thunder. He mocks the saints, tramples the holy, and dares to raise his hand against the throne of heaven. And the world cries out, "Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?" Revelation 13-4. This is his hour of seeming triumph. His chains grow tighter, his mark spreads farther. His voice drowns the silence of the timid. It appears as though nothing can stop him. But hear me, beloved, the very moment he boasts as God is the moment he begins to unravel. For no throne built on lies can endure. No kingdom forged in rebellion can last. And even now, as the beast boasts, the cracks appear beneath his feet. His alliances strain, his systems falter. His promises rot into curses, his light flickers into shadow. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Isaiah 14:12. Do you hear it? The cry of Isaiah echoes through the centuries, announcing not only Satan's fall, but the fate of all who follow him. The beast, like his master, rises in arrogance, but falls in shame. The heavens stir, the angels prepare their ranks, the prayers of the saints rise like fire, and the Lamb who was slain now stands in glory. The confrontation is not balanced, children. It is not two equal powers clashing. The beast may roar, but the Lamb's whisper shatters mountains. The beast may decree, but the breath of Christ consumes him. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. 2 Thessalonians 2-8. This is the climax. The beast is unmasked, his arrogance shattered, his dominion stripped bare before the brightness of Christ. And what of those who bowed to him? What of those who took his mark, who sealed themselves with silence, who traded their souls for bread? Their eyes will open too late. They will see the throne crumble, the false light extinguished, the master they adored cast into shame. Their confidence will melt into terror, their pride into despair. The world that once asked, "Who is able to make war with the beast?" will now cry, "Who can stand against the Lamb?" But you, children of the Lamb, shall stand. For though the beast roared, you did not bow. Though the mark was offered, you did not yield. Though silence tempted you, your voice rose. And the word declares, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." Revelation 14:12. This is your triumph, not by strength of arm, but by allegiance that could not be broken. The beast falls, but the faithful endure. Now the mask is torn away. The beast is revealed for what he is: not a savior, but a tyrant, not a light, but a shadow, not a God, but a liar doomed to judgment. The nations that once trembled see his nakedness. The faithful who once feared see his weakness. The heavens themselves declare his defeat. And you, beloved, must declare your place. Do not watch silently as this revelation unfolds. Proclaim it. Let it be written in eternity with your own hand. The beast is fallen. Christ reigns forever. I stand with the Lamb. Let these words burn like fire in your soul. Let them echo beyond the reach of time. Children, this is the climax. The beast is unmasked. His throne crumbles. His arrogance collapses before the Lamb. The world trembles. The deceived wail. The faithful endure. The heavens roar. Yet, though the confrontation has been revealed, one word remains. For even after the beast is cast down, you must walk in truth. You must carry the blessing, the benediction, the lamp for the days yet to come. Therefore, do not look away. The final word is near. The benediction of truth awaits. Beloved children, you have witnessed the unmasking. The beast, once cloaked in brilliance, now lies revealed in shame. His throne crumbles, his arrogance collapses, his roar fades into silence. And the Lamb stands unshaken, his brightness consuming the darkness, his voice silencing every boast. But now I must speak not of the beast, but of you. For the question that remains is this: how will you walk in the days ahead? What will your household look like when the dust settles, when the night deepens, when the silence of the world presses against your walls? He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Revelation 21:7. This is the inheritance promised to those who endure. To overcome is not merely to survive, but to remain faithful, steadfast, unshaken. Children, hear me. A blessing is not a gentle word of comfort. A blessing is a charge, a seal, a command upon your soul. And so this benediction is laid upon you not to soothe you into sleep, but to awaken you into vigilance. You have been called to stand. You have been called to endure. You have been called to testify. Do not treat this calling lightly, for to whom much is given, much is required. I must speak to you plainly with the weight of a father's voice. Many of you hear these words, yet remain unfastened, drifting in and out of the truth as though it were a passing breeze. Hear me. The deceiver thrives on your delay. He whispers, tomorrow, another time, another season. But tomorrow is not promised. Delay is his weapon. Therefore I say to you, anchor yourself now. If you have not yet fastened yourself to this voice, then do it without hesitation. For when the next storm rises, you may not find this word again. My children, do not let your soul wander unguarded. Fasten yourself while you yet hear the call. But I also say this: I have not left you without a lamp. When the blackness descends without warning, when the sun hides its face, when fear grips the nations, you must not be found unprepared. Beloved, I have placed before you a guide for that hour, a testament for your household. Within it are the prayers that guard, the blessings that sustain, the instructions that preserve. It has been written as a companion for the 3 days when darkness shall cover the earth. You will find it waiting below, not as a burden, but as a gift, a lamp entrusted for those who will not delay. Take it, hold it, and let your home be shielded when the world outside trembles in terror. Do not say in that hour, I was left empty, for you have been given provision. Do not say, I did not know, for the warning has been spoken. Do not say, no one prepared me, for the lamp has been placed within your reach. Take it, and let no night find you unguarded. And now, children, let me lay this seal upon you. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Revelation 2:10. This is the seal of endurance, faithfulness even unto death, crowned with life eternal. This is the truth that no beast can break, no darkness can extinguish, no trial can undo. Therefore, as you receive this benediction, let your lips testify, let your hand write it into eternity. I am sealed by Christ. I will endure to the end. My crown is with the Lamb. Let these words stand as your final witness. Let them echo as a charge against the deceiver, a comfort to the faithful, and a testimony before heaven. And now I bless you, not with empty words, but with the charge of vigilance. May your house be a fortress of light. May your lips never be silent when truth is demanded. May your heart never bow to the beast. May your eyes be lifted toward the Lamb, whose brightness consumes the darkness. This is the benediction of truth. Receive it, guard it, walk in it. And when the night falls, may your soul stand steadfast, sealed by the eternal word. Go in peace, my children.